What's up, everybody? My name is Blaze Tiger, back with another video. And I know I'm really late with this. This came out a few hours ago, but fortunately, I can't always do videos early in the morning and stuff. But anyway, the devs have responded to the community's complaint about banners rolling out so fast in Assault on Meliodas. So let's take a quick look real right here. I skimmed through it. It's kind of lengthy, but to begin, we truly apologize for our direction of operation and the schedule of draw events. We read and listened to the recent feedbacks and decided to pause the entire plan for the release of Assault Meliodas banner and related content. Our overall release schedule is currently under review. This is not a regular announcement, but a developer note specifically prepared to deliver our apology and briefly share our new operational plan. The main subject to address is the pace at which new characters are released. Following the release of Golden Wings Elaine, every new character will be released generally every 2 weeks. Now that, excuse me, now that's good. That's good. That's like a typical gotcha game time period. Some go a little bit longer than that. But that's like a typical gotcha game timeline when it comes to releasing new banners, new characters. So that will kind of give people more time to save. That's 2 weeks worth of saving stones. And again, if free to play players are listening and not summoning on these banners, normal banners, and waiting for the bigger banners, then you will always have tons of stones. So a big part of this is the one Escanor, which we'll go over in just a moment. When he releases, you'll have, you should have a sufficient amount of stones, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. But this is actually a good change here. Um, because of this, because of this, there was no new character banner this week. We, the global team, the global team, we're trying our best to minimize the content gap between the JP and global versions to provide you with a steady flow of new characters in order to create new avenues of gameplay growth and strategy. However, in the process of doing so, we recognize our knights became very stressed by the pace at which new characters were released. I, for one, was one of those characters. I'm sorry, it's not characters, one of those players, because I'm like, okay, this is my first game. Okay, well, I won't say my first game that I kind of wailed out on. Not, well, I don't kind of wail out in this game. I do wail out. But when I first joined this game, which was the first day, I was here since day one. They were dropping characters like every week. And at first I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. But then eventually kind of got to the point where I was like, all right, oh man, yeah, they dropping characters every week. Like this is crazy. Um, so it's good that they're thinking about their player base and trying to make it in a way where everyone gets a chance to summon on these banners. Even though free-to-play players really shouldn't summon on every banner, only the bigger time banners. But the fact is, they're trying something new by listening to the community, which is good. When a developer listens to the community in a whole, that's in a good direction. They're not just here to just ignore us and do whatever it is they want. They really want to mold a game in a way that's enjoyable for everyone. So that's kind of good. Um, excuse me. Going forward, we will continue to minimize the gap between the JP and global versions, but will adjust the release schedules of new characters for the global build to conform, to the 2 weeks general cadence. However, there may be exceptions to that scheduling in some instances. For one example, for one of the examples of exceptions, Jesus, could be the festival eves, in which we would include extra rewards or benefits such as QOL improvements, free tickets, or other opportunities to get new characters. As for the major festival banners, there will now be released in the same order as the Korean slash JP bills. We all was so basically just like Escanor, the one Escanor came out first, and then Assault Meliodas came out a few banners later. So that's basically what that is. So we kind of know now exactly who's coming out when, right? 'Cause you see now, I wasn't too objective to them releasing certain characters randomly as long as they did it right. Like a festival banner, like a festival unit like King Elizabeth Meliodas, releasing those characters but giving us letting us know a way ahead of time is good. Not just dropping them on us all of a sudden. That doesn't work because those are the major characters you want to summon for. Um, but just dropping like how they just dropped Sario and Tamia, like like that. I guess you could kind of say they dropped them a little early. In my opinion, they kind of dropped them a little early for global. But the fact is, they dropped them right, and that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. But to drop them, then drop Assault Meliodas a little bit right after, knowing Sario and Tamia are units that everyone's gonna go for it. There's no way. Like I even recommended free to play players to summon on this banner. There's no way. Um, but even if you didn't summon on the Sariel and Tarmiel banner, Assault Mode Meliodas was still going to come out eventually, right? And they would be on their banners. But with Assault Mode Meliodas coming out so soon, well, it was coming out so soon, they weren't going to be on the banners. So that was the part that was bad, is that y'all were taking all of these good units that we were telling these depleted play players to wait for, and y'all taking them off the banners. So that was kind of bad, right? So even if you did summon on the Sario Tarmiel banner, you still have a chance to summon for them and on the Asalma Meliodas banner. I don't know if they will be on Escanor's banner. That would be good because that would make the banner so much more better because you're gonna have the one Escanor, Angel D, Elizabeth, not Deanne, Assault, no, jeez, I'm sorry, Lost Vein, and King. You're gonna have all those units on there, right? Plus, you're gonna have the disasters and the commandments, some of the seven deadly sins. So I don't. So the banner is technically gonna be a good one, right? I don't know if Sariel, Tarbiel, and Ludocio, which are three really good characters, I don't know if they'll be on the one's banner. It will be kind of good for them to put it to like take off some of the disaster units. Like, please just I have a thing with Lilia. Just take her off. Take off green Lilia, blue Lilia, um, and some other like just take off the disaster units. You know what I'm saying? Take off some of the commandments. Take off the two Lilias and one of the commandments and put Saria and Tarmiel, Ludocio on there. Please, like that would make the banner 100% more much better. But we'll just have to wait and see how that goes, right? So let's continue. We will also try to keep the draw pool lineup similar, which is what I basically just said about them bringing out Solomon Meliodas later. Now we will have these two will be on the on his banner, especially and Ludocio. Um, in the off chance that we cannot, we will adjust the pools to include more desirable options. So that's good. So with the one coming out, we might see a little bit more desirable units on that banner. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. Now we would like to deliver a brief schedule of our current development. Next week, we are planning to release the new character, Knight of Frost Guardian Jericho, which is the red unit. She's not bad, but obviously, skip, right? There's the. How, sorry about that. My daughter just jumped in the room out of nowhere. Um, what was I saying? Next week, we are planning to release the new character, Knight of Frost Guardian Jericho. I'm sorry, give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. That's why I can't do videos early in the morning because I'm doing. God, like, the kids are like all over the place, blah blah blah, but whatever. Um, it's the red Jericho. She's not bad. Actually, we can kind of go over her in just a second. Let's see here. What in the world? Um, okay, not sure what that was about, but um, Need to go over here. Jericho. It's this one here. So we'll go over here and go over her in just, whoops, that's not it. In just 1 second. Um, Guardian Jericho and a step up banner. In addition, Disaster Old Farcane will be given for free. Give that's not. I mean, it's cool, but not it's not a big deal, right? But no, it's cool. They're giving us a free unit. Good, because this would not have been a good banner. No one would have summoned on that banner, which would have been good. Save your stones. Moreover, we want to reduce the hurdle of character growth and are planning to provide an opportunity to obtain various characters that are already upgraded. On global, there will be an upcoming first anniversary festival event, and to start the event, we are preparing a banner that includes a 6-star Awakening level 80 character for the first time. I wonder who that can be because I highly doubt it's going to be I highly doubt it's going to be the new guy that just came out on JP, the samurai guy that used to be an angel. I forgot his name. I highly doubt it's gonna be him. I mean, it could be, um, but I don't know who could it be. I don't know. Could be one unit. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Surprise me, right? But that's good because I'm like again, there's a lot of characters in the game, and it takes a lot. I've said this in one of my late or older videos. It takes a lot to get a character to 80 fully star him, like get all the stars, get the gear up to, get all the gears fixed up. It takes a lot, and that's just for one character. If you pay attention to how much resources you use for one character, imagine how much you will have to use for all characters. And again, I'm a whale that buys a bunch of stones to summon for the characters. Like I don't buy a bunch of stones to summon for the characters and then go to the shop and buy up all the upgrades and gear and all of that. I don't do all of that. Like I free to play that part. So when you're free to playing that part, it's not impossible. It's doable, but it takes a long time. It takes a lot of time, a lot of planning because you got to figure out who's more valuable first than the other one. Who's more valuable, who should go first, who should I awaken for? You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of time. So when they do things like this, it helps out. It's not a huge help, but it helps out. This event update will be released on February 8th, and it's called Homecoming. In the update, free draw tickets will be gifted, granted up to 110 hero draws. In addition, the one Escanor will be released on February 15th. There will also be events to celebrate the first year anniversary with growth rewards to support our nights through February and March. Also, by adjusting the order and pacing of banners, we will do our best to meet our nice expectation and provide great opportunities to acquire desired characters. For example, the eventual Assault Meliodas banner will include members of the four Archangels in the draw pool. Before we conclude, we wish to thank each and every knight who supported us and provided valuable feedback over the year. We prepared a little expression of our thanks, which you can see below, which is the Super Awakening coins. We will take immediate action on your concerns and strive to provide better service. So that's basically it. So the one Escanor, we all speculated he will be the anniversary unit, which is cool, right? Much him being the anniversary unit over Elizabeth, King, and Assault Melio is a little bit more hype, right? So that's good. The only thing was not expecting was that the anniversary is going to start on the 15th of February, which is in about what, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, somewhere around there. So, guys, everything that you have right now, save your stones. Do not touch those stones. If y'all save those stones from December till next month, like I speculated that we would have December, January, February to save stones, right? Then in March you burn up your stones because the anniversary is like about what, March 3rd, whatever. So what I am assuming is February 15th will be the start of the one Escanor. And from there forward, they might not release any more banners because I believe that should stretch out because it won't be another banner for 2 weeks, right? If they're implementing that what they just said in here, which should stretch into March. I don't think uh, Assault Meliodas will be in March. I don't think, because that will be insane. If they drop Escanor on the 15th and to finish off the anniversary in March, because they're doing stuff for February and the month of March as an anniversary celebration. Um, I don't think Assault Mode will be March. I don't think. I think probably April, somewhere in the summertime, probably somewhere around there, right? Let me see. Yeah, probably April, end of March, April, somewhere. Because again, they can't drop a unit like Escanor, the one Escanor, and expect people to not burn up everything just to drop Assault Mode Mel. That would just be people would just be upset again. Like you guys just dropped the one Escanor and then just dropped Assault Mode Melios like literally not too long after. People, that won't work. So I don't know what they'll do for March, but there's going to be a new banner 2 weeks after the one Escanor. We'll just have to wait and see. But this is good. Let's go over Jericho really quick. Knight of Freeze, Guardian Jericho. She's a red unit. Um, Ice Blade for a skill. Inflicts damage equal to 220% of attack on one enemy. Rank 2. Damage stays at 220%, but it applies freeze for one turn. When the freeze is removed by using skills, ultimate moves, or after turn have passed, inflicts damage equal to 20% of remaining HP. Rank 3, damage goes up to 360%. Freeze lasts for 2 turns, and the damage after freeze drops off is 40%. Second skill, Ice Wave. Inflicts detonate damage equal to 160% of attack on one enemy. Uh, Detonate 20% additional damage per orb in the target's ultimate move gauge. So more orbs the target has, the more damage it does. Um, Rank 2, damage goes up to 240%. Rank 3, 400%. Same ultimate, we know how that goes. Passive, Unwavering Will. When hero when hero uses skill and critical hit occur, decreases the defense related stats of the enemy that took the critical damage by 40% for 2 turns. So again, she's not a bad unit. She's really not a bad unit. Should you summon for her? No, obviously not. Knowing that Escanor is coming out, that would just be dumb. Like, unless you have money to spend, money to blow, fine. If not, obviously, don't summon for her. She's going to be on the normal draw pool anyway, right? So, and I think she'll be in the coin shop. So, why even waste your stones on Jericho? She's not a bad unit, but not a unit that you want to use summon for right now over Escanor, knowing he comes out right after. So, just hold up. And I don't really think we need to go over Escanor. He kind of speaks for himself. So we'll go over Escanor once we get the data download for his unit. Uh, let's go over Fat King actually. Red Fat King. It's this one. All right, Disaster Old Fart King. He's red unit, fairy race. First attack, fight fire with fire. Inflicts damage equal to 150% of attack on all enemies. Rank 2, damage goes up to 180%. Um, and then it fills ultimate move gauge by 1. Rank 3, damage goes up to 300%. Fills ultimate gauge by 2. Second skill, Spirit Spare Chastity Fall, 8 form, Pollen Garden. Rank 1, heals HP of all allies equal to 100% of attack, rejuvenates for 3 turns. Rejuvenate, basically, you get HP as time goes on, right? Um, Rank 2, healing goes up to 150%. Rank 3, healing goes up to 250%. Ultimate's the same as the other Fat Kings. Passive, Guts, remove debuffs on the hero at the start of every turn. He has a great passive. Everything else is meh. But yeah, he has a great passive. Besides that, obviously he's not a character summoned for, but that's a good thing because they're giving him to us for free. So there's that. So that's all I have for this one, guys. If you enjoyed the video, do feel free to drop a like. I will greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. I will catch you guys on the next one.